what's up, gal? I'm here with the review for BlackInk Cruise Chicago. This is season number 5. It's episode 2, and this is titled, what is the title? Gina, get me a smoothie, or give me a smoothie, Gina, something like that. It'll be correct in the title. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. All right. So the first thing that I noticed with the episode is Danielle is gone. Danielle is not a cast member anymore. So the episode, we see Don. He is the first person at 9mag. So we find out that Don has, gone back to 9mag. And, he's still on this thing of, he wants to be a manager because before Ryan took over 9mag and kicked Loyal Inc. out, Don was on the verge of becoming a manager. And, Don and Ashley, they want this house. So Don's going to get it by any means necessary. So we see Don there. Don is cleaning up. That place was nasty as shit. I'm like, ugh. And speaking of which, they got a new 9mag that just opened recently because I saw it posted all over the blogs that they got a new shop. So then we see Brittany Slam and we see Bella drunk ass come in there. And, they have a smoothie for Don. And, Brittany Slam's kind of in her feelings because, damn, I'm the manager here, so you come in here trying to take over my territory and stuff like that. So then we see Jigglypuff. He walks in there, and they like, oh shit, like, why is he here? Does Ryan know he's here? Yeah. So Jigglypuff basically he gonna work there regardless of what Ryan says. I'm like, oh okay, we gonna see how this go, but we do all know that eventually they are all gonna be back in the same tattoo shop with one another. So it's just a calm before, we just building up. So, then Don, he goes back there to talk to Van. And, Van is just like, I'm here to get paid. I'm here to make this money. I got to get it how I get it. And, he does want to get past the bullshit with Ryan. So, we got Brittany and Bella outside talking. And, Bella's like, go tell him to get out, like, he gotta go. And she like, bitch, what you want me to do? You want me to go tell that big burly nigga to leave? Like, nah, bitch, I'm good. So, basically Don wants Van to put the whole shit with him and Ryan behind themselves. And, not Don, but Van's like, that's what I want to do. But every time I bring it up to Ryan, Ryan does not want to talk to me. Which, that is true. Ryan and Van, those are two emotional bitches. Cause that's all I gotta say about Ryan and Van. They are emotional ass bitches. You got one that screams all the time. Actually, they both scream, but one screams louder than they both scream about the same pitch, like emotional bitches. All right, so then we see Charmaine. She's at WCGI or GCI, whichever one it is. She's with Tone Capone, who she stepped in for last season. And they talking about some of the stuff that's going on in the news. I think this is back when Kanye was talking about he was gonna move back to Chicago with Kim, and Charmaine's like she don't see Kim being the type to live in Chicago, and neither do I. But that's neither here nor there. Which we know that the motherfucker did not end up going back to Chicago. That was nigga needs to get back on his medicine. That's all I gotta say about Kanye. So then Tone Capone brings it up that he wants to talk about the whole thing with Ford and the ass shot video that he sent to the girl. Charmaine is like, I really don't want to talk about that because Ford is my boy and I just can't do it. And Tone Capone is like, well, shit, if you don't talk about it, somebody else is gonna talk about it. And then Charmaine was talking about how the comment section were lit up about Ford. Shit, did you see the Shade Room's comments? Because those were Facebook comments. Shit, the Shade Room comments were a lot worse than that one. Yeah, but shit, girl, you trying to move up and shit. You got to talk about stuff that you don't want to talk about. Just be mindful of what you say. Unlike the shit that you said last season about Ryan, just be mindful of what you say and how you say it, because people can spin stuff. You can say something and mean something completely different, but they can flip it and make it something that it's not. But we're gonna see how this go with Charmaine. All right, so then we got this thing with Ryan. He has a personal assistant. Her name is Gina. And when I looked at Gina, I'm like, God damn, girl, you look like Wednesday Addams. Like, you got the bob, you got everything that just your skin tone says Wednesday Addams. But him and Wednesday Addams, they going shopping at a store. I don't know what they were looking for. I guess he's looking for some apparel for 9 Mac. I don't know. So then, him and Wednesday Addams are talking about, Van. And I'm like, this girl don't even know Van. So why you sitting there having a whole conversation with her about it? But, whatever. It's Ryan. He gonna talk to whoever listened to him, basically. So, back at the shop, we see Ford. He's talking to Van. And, he's saying that there are problems with him and Ryan, which we all know that. And how they need to get to a point where they can at least respect one another. And, when he's talking about that, in walks Ryan, and Ryan's like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, oh my God, here we go with the 2 emotional bitches in one room with one another. So, Ryan is like, what the fuck is he doing here? And Brittany Sam's like, oh, you ain't get my text? Damn, my phone broke. I need to go get my phone checked out. I thought that was funny though. So, Ryan, and I'm kind of confused because Ryan is going off on Brittany Slam. I get it. She's the manager. She can say, hey, you don't work here. You got to leave, call the police, do whatever you got to do. But what I didn't understand was, why was he going off on Bella? Bella is just a receptionist. What the fuck is Bella supposed to do? Technically, what the fuck is Brittany supposed to do? Like, you should have been saying something to Ford and Don, who's sitting right there, and letting him in your shop. Those are dudes, but that would be too much right for Ryan. So Ryan tells Brittany and Bella, I will see you tomorrow. So they're like, so do we still have a job? He said, I will see you tomorrow. So they both leave. So that just leaves Van, Ryan, Ford, and Don there. So, then, oh God, Van. I don't know why Van always got to scream. Van screams so fucking much. Like, I'm here for you. I was here when we built this together. We built this from the ground. I'm like, God, man, calm down. Your blood pressure gonna get elevated because, Van was just screaming, and I'm just like, why are you screaming? And then all the screaming just led up to him saying, I'm sorry, and he left. I'm like, nigga, could you just say, what, Ryan? I've been here since day one with you. If you need me here, let me know that you need me. I'm like, oh my God, look me in my eyes and tell me you don't. I'm like, man, you doing the absolute most. Like, you act like a scorned lover. Like, are y'all boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, shit. Y'all act like 2 lovers in a quarrel. Like, fuck. Ryan and Van are, like I said, 2 emotional bitches. 2 emotional bitches. But, okay, so when it comes down to Brittany Slam, Bella, and Lily, I'm not going to be able to take them 3 together. I can barely take Lily and her broad ass shoulders and them fucked up wigs that she wear. Her wigs are worse than Charmaine's. Like, oh God, I can't take, like I said, I can barely take Lily in a small dose, in any dose at all. But we got Brittany Slam and Bella and Lily. They meet up. They're going out for drinks, I guess. And, they talking about how Van showed up at the shop and Don is working there. Lily's like, well, my beef ain't really with Don. And I'm like, but didn't you and Don get into it last year on that trip? Whatever. I swear to God, I can't stand Lily. I can't stand Lily. So, but she's talking about she ain't got no respect for Van. Lily, nobody has respect for you. Like, shut the fuck up. Ugh. And, speaking of Don. So, earlier in the episode, Bella was talking about how Don looked like what did she say, a god or something like that? But then, she was talking about Don again. I'm like, you might want to tread lightly. That is Ashley's man, bitch. And somebody else and other people's man. But that's Ashley's man. Like, you better back up because Ashley she ain't going to go for that one. So then they want to talk about Ryan's assistant, Wednesday Addams. And, they're talking about what she might do for Ryan. And I'm like, why do y'all care if she suck Ryan's dick, eat Ryan's ass, fuck Ryan's ass, Ryan fucks her ass, Ryan fucks her? Why do y'all care what she do with Ryan? That ain't y'all business. Are y'all fucking Ryan? Are y'all trying to fuck Ryan? Like, do y'all want to fuck Ryan? Like, god damn. Like, and it's really mostly Bella. It was really mostly Bella. And I'm like, Bella, do you want Ryan in some form capacity? Although I don't think Ryan would want her sloppy drunk ass, but God, they just sounded hella jealous. So, then Bella says how she got to go get her daughter from her mama, and then she got to go back to her brother and his girl. They argue with each other, and Lily's like, well, I got an extra bedroom, so you can come stay with me, and whatever. So I'm a skip over what I had next and just talk about Bella and Lily. So Bella took Lily up on that offer because Lily has no extra room and Bella needs somewhere to stay basically. And Lily told us that she moved to another apartment because Cobra moved back to Houston. So it's cool that Bella and her daughter come stay with her. When she walked into the apartment, I'm like, shit, bitch, I wouldn't want my child to go nowhere near that apartment because there were bottles open everywhere, knives everywhere. I'm like, God damn, Lily, like, do you clean up? Like, I know I can't talk that much, but damn, bitch. So yeah, they were talking about baby proofing the place, and whatever. Bella and Lily gonna be Bella and Lily. And then we also, what I skipped over was there was this guy that came into the tattoo shop. Ryan in 2 episodes has done more than C's did in BlackInk Crew New York. So Ryan had this white dude in his shop, and he was getting his tribal tattoo that was on his chest and was on his back. I'm like, oh shit. I know that motherfucker was sweating bullets in that bitch. Cause when I got, no, actually we didn't even get it. Me and my friends didn't get a tattoo that night. So my friends and I, one night we went to go get some tattoos. It was late at night, but we didn't even end up getting a tattoo because there was this guy in the chair. He was getting a whole chest tattoo. And when I say this nigga was sweating bullets, that nigga was sweating motherfucking bullets. Like, boom, boom, boom. Because the tattoo artist was right there in his chest. I'm like, oh shit, I know that hurt. But it was a badass tattoo nonetheless, though. The guy that was on the show. And the guy that was in the tattoo shop when I got mine done. But the guy that Ryan did that was a badass tattoo. I know his chest was red as fuck, though. Like, I'm like, yeah, nigga, your chest is on fire. All right, so then we got Charmaine. Charmaine goes over to C4. And, he says he appreciates her taking up for him somewhat. And she's like, somewhat? And he's like, yeah. And, I agree with what 4 said. 4 does not owe anybody an explanation about what he did and why he did. He a freaky dude who like his ass ate. And, I mean, to each his own, And I don't think it's not the fact that 4 did the video of his ass. It's the angle in which he did it. It's the fact that he went like this to get the shot. I think that was the thing that threw a lot of people off. Not the fact that he sent an ass. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact that you went up under your ass. Like, really? Okay. But if she like it, I love it. And, he's talking about how he and, there was a lot of stuff that led up to him and Nikki breaking up, which I actually liked him and Nikki together. She was starting to, grow up just a little bit. But, if things didn't work out between them, it is what it is. And, Charmaine talking about how people can be rude, how people talking about, when she gained some weight, people call her pregnant. I don't know why people do that. I actually made that mistake once, but I didn't say it out loud. Cause I saw somebody, I'm like, oh, I think she's pretty pregnant. They were like, nope, she's not. Nope. That's just fat. But and I try my hardest not to say it to people, because I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to tell a person that that's not pregnant, congratulations on being pregnant. But whatever. But people on the internet can be mean as fuck, and you just gotta learn how to roll with the punches and be like, fuck you if you got some negatives to say. Well, the 2 emotional bitches, they met up once again, but this time things are a little bit better. Ryan said he would have been like a complete asshole if he didn't accept Van's apology, which that is true. You would have been a complete asshole if you didn't accept that motherfucker's apology. But now they just got to figure out how they transition forward with one another. But, Ryan does accept his apology, and now it is time for these 2 to move forward. Thank the good Lord that I do not have to hear Van and Ryan screaming at each other like 2 catty ass women, or 2 lovers who done broke up with one another. So it's kind of good that I just do not have to, I'm pretty sure we probably have to hear it at some point, but for now, peace reigns in Chicago. All right, so lastly, so we see, we saw Bella, we saw Brittany Slam, and we saw some other people. So the shop is closed up for the day. So Brittany Slam decided it's a good idea to have a kickback. I'm like, oh, okay, so people have kickbacks at their jobs. But this is BlackInk Crew, so it's not out of the realm of normalcy, unfortunately, with these group of motherfuckers. So Ryan comes in, and he see them drinking, and he's like, hey man, going forward, we laying down some ground rules. There's to be no drinking in the shop. Man, like, no drinking in the shop. Like, what the fuck? And then Lily walk in with this old trash ass wig on her head. I'm like, Lily, please take that wig off and burn it and throw it in the trash right along with yourself. So then after Ryan said that, Wednesday Addams got some balls and she had the nerve to repeat it to him, talking about no drinking. Excuse me. Talking about no drinking in the shit. No drinking in there. You know, you wouldn't do, like, if you do it at a regular job, you wouldn't drink on your job. I'm like, well, this, unfortunately, my dear, is not a regular job. You talking to the wrong group of motherfuckers to tell them not to drink. Like, yeah, I don't know who you think he's talking to. Well, while Wednesday Addams say that, was it her and Bella that got into it, or was it her and Brittany Slim that got into it? Either way, they got into it. Yeah, she got into it with Slim. So then Ryan pulls Brittany Slim and Slim outside, and he talking to them, talking about, you know, I'm trying to set down some rules. And then they were like, but, you know, she come up to us talking to us. And Ryan is like, she don't even matter. Like, I'm the boss. Like, you listen to what I say. And then, you know, we got Lily still inside with Wednesday Addams. So Lily telling her basically to mind her business. I'm like, Lily, shut the fuck up, please. So Lily threw a drink at Wednesday Addams and shit. Wednesday Addams went up and they started fighting with each other. I was so happy that Wednesday Addams snatched that ugly ass wig off of Lily's head. Like, bitch, you ran up on the wrong person. But you want me to do that with Jen, huh? Right, right, Lily. Oh, ugh, well, Lily gets on my fucking nerves. So while they end up fighting, that's when Brittany Slim and Bella run in there behind. I'm like, why y'all running in there? So then we see, you know, Bella, she's trying to take up for Lily. I'm like, Lily is a grown ass woman who can handle her own battles. Lily started it. Like, what the fuck? And then we see Brittany Slim and Wednesday Addams into a fight with one another. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh God. So then the next day you got Slam coming in as if nothing happened. She's like, hey y'all, what's going on? And then we see Lily come in and Wednesday Addams in her interview is like, Lily, where's your wig? I'm like, bitch, you ain't shit. But I am glad that you snatched that wig off. That wig was just pure trash, just like Lily is pure fucking trash. So then, you know, Wednesday Addams says that, you know what, I should have let Ryan handle that. That wasn't my place to do. And, you know, she tells Lily, I don't have no beef with you. And Lily like, I ain't got nothing with you. I'm like, oh, good. Can we move on? So, you know, Ryan's talking about what everybody's roles are in the shop. And he says Don is a manager. And, you know, Brittany Sims like, wait, so he's a manager? When did this happen? He said, right now. She said, so we co-managers? He said, yeah. He said, what, you want to be the only manager? She said, yeah. He said, okay, I can make that work. Don, you the manager. Slam, you just a piercer. So, shit, Ryan said, fuck you. And Brittany Slam's face was on that floor like, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty, yeah, just basically Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Shit, Brittany Slam's face was molded. But that was Love and Hip, not Love and Hip Hop. That was BlackInk Chicago. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later.